go on a little walk today, and we're going to look at the medicinal plants and the edible plants and some of the plants that Native people here used. Anyone know this one? Yeah, exactly. So this is a good edible, right? Berries are totally yummy and most excellent to eat. And this is also medicinal in that the leaves are really good astringent. Oh, and the root of blackberry is like awesome for diarrhea. This is a plant that grows wild everywhere. And this is, it's wild radish, right? And you can eat the flowers if you want to try to eat a flower. And then the leaves are also edible. Here, grab a little piece of that and eat it and pass it on. So this is poison hemlock. So the number one plant to learn, you want to learn about edible plants in California, and you want to go out and fend for yourself and eat your own food. This is the most important plant to learn because this is the most deadly. So you want to learn to avoid this plant at all costs because it will kill you. So this is in the same family as carrot, as parsley, as dill, as, help me out, cumin, fennel, right? So a lot of our really good medicinals and edibles are also in this family. So, but it's tricky and you have to be able to recognize it. It has these purple spots on the bottom, right? And it has this sort of like waxy bluish tinge to it. So California bay, and this is related to the plants that we use for bay leaves, right? We put them in our tomato sauce. So this is a different, it's a member of the same family in the Lauraceae family or the laurel family. And you can use this for your tomato sauce too. It's just a little stronger, right? So throw it in your cooking or your soups. So this one is cow parsnips. This is actually a pretty good food. You can cut up the stems and saute them. You can use the leaves for seasoning, and you can use the young stems as vegetables. This is named Achillea, and it's named after Achilles. The people who named this, the ancient Greeks, this was a central plant to them, and it was central in their mythology and their medicine. And one of the reasons it was such a good medicine is because it stops bleeding. It's called nosebleed weed. Right? So if you have a nosebleed, you take a little bit, you crush it up, and you can stick it up your nose. It also stops bleeding from wounds, like topically. What it does is it helps disperse the blood away from the wound. So this is one of my all-time favorite plants, and it's elder. So they have these like flat top clusters of white flowers, right? They turn into berries. This is like a good antiviral, really good if you're sick. And you don't want to eat the berries raw because they will make you sick, so you have to cook them. So you take the berries and you smash them, and then you strain them until you have a juice, and then you cook that juice down, and then you can add some honey to make it sweet because it doesn't taste that good. And if you want a syrup, and then you add a little alcohol to preserve it. All right, so oakgrass. It's a good medicinal, even though it's like a very bad weed that's grown and taken over our hillsides. It is a really good nervine. So oakgrass tea is like good for the nervous system. And, people find that it really helps them be less nervous. So, okay, thanks for being such an awesome group. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Awesome leader.